And there, in the celestial tomb at the heart of the asteroid, did Herculon seek refuge. Time was against him, but so was the dread hand of the Imperial Fatherhood.
How cold?
It's morning.
You been at that all night? Come on, Nathan. Put that away and get a move on. Nathan, be a good lad and get up. Got a long day ahead of us.
It is my own paper. I haven't and I never would abuse company resources. It's a point of pride for me.
What about the printer ink?
Ladies, if you could turn your attention this way, please. It's time we took customer feedback seriously.
You did that yesterday.
Yes, but this is different. It's a brand new customer satisfaction survey.
It's got 20 questions.
The receptionist who gets the most forms filled in wins a luxury hamper.
It is an unnecessary burden on our duties. We do not do this for 5-star reviews. We do it for the greater good.
And by luxury hamper, I'm thinking that's an old basket filled with corned beef and Nash sherry.
Does it have to be today? Because I've arranged a long lunch to work on my campaigning. It is in the rota.
Whatever happened to yes, sir?
Dad,
Come on, if we get there early enough, we can have a kickabout.
I want to finish it. Today.
Look, I know it's tough, but we gotta face the day. It's a chance to say a proper goodbye. So do your dad a favour and get ready, eh? Before she comes.
Well, the idea of being bribed to compete with each other, well, it cheapens the hard work that we already do. I think it would be, well, much simpler if we do all the work together, then give the hamper to charity at the end.
Well, perhaps we should, because I've got a lot on.
Hang on, I'm not having you two piggybacking on my hard work.
Well, who is piggybacking?
She's swanning off for a big lunch. You're stuck up about the job, so it's going to be me filling this box. No, thank you. It's going to be my high scores, not ours.
Oh, really?
Yes, really.
How's the incentive going?
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being incredibly satisfied.
Will we just put you down as a 7?
Howard, may I have a word?
Do you mind?
Nope. No, I don't mind.
Is it not enough that you are letting out all the warm air and it is being replaced by a freezing breeze and poisonous chemicals?
Look, I'm on a 3-minute break, Mr. Tembe. This is not a Chernobyl incident.
It is disgusting. It is a burden on the heating bill and on the health of anybody nearby. How a doctor can do such a thing is beyond me.
Well, that was wonderfully relaxing. Thank you.
You cannot expect us to share in your health risk just because you think that it is our...
Tembe, put a sock in it.
You sure?
I was told off the record, but it's not the sort of thing someone makes up.
Right.
I thought you'd like to know. After all, forewarned is forearmed.
No, you did the right thing, Heston.
And it goes without saying I'm going to fight this in or out of office.
Gary Lucas, I thought we'd got rid of him.
Well, there's still plenty stacked against it. The environmental issue, for one.
Yeah, well, it didn't put him off, did it?
Could be quite an obstacle.
Provided people care more about green space than they do money.
You'd be surprised.
Meanwhile, I've got to sit here and twiddle my thumbs while bureaucracy does its thing.
You're not going to do that, are you, Howard? Because you're the better manager in the better practice.
Dad, where's my book?
There's toast here.
Dad?
Here she comes.
There are pants on the radiator. This place is a tip, Scott. Don't know how you can invite anyone to stay here, let alone your own son. Hello, sweetheart.
Right, because your studio flat's perfect. He's had bigger baths.
Nathan, come in, over.
The boy needs a garden, he needs the outdoors.
Hello?
Well then, he's in luck.
Nathan, you must recover the book. It is our only hope.
Answer the question. How's he in luck?
I just mean there'll be plenty of outdoors in my new place.
Where's your new place?
A healthcare professional endorsing such a filthy habit, but plain for all to see. What? Dr. Clay. Dr. Clay, I trust that you will side with me.
On what?
Dr. Heskey, smoking. Well, you must see the hypocrisy of us telling our patients that they must look after themselves when he does not practice what he preaches.
Doctors aren't immune to illness, Mrs. Tembe.
He is not ill. Foolish, yes, but not ill.
Well, addiction's an illness, and Al's an addict. He has stress, his lapses. We can all relate to that.
He causes more stress than any good.
Maybe so, but it's not always a rational process, is it? And his heart's broken, so he's going to crave some comfort.
No, perhaps that is a problem. Perhaps if Dr. Donoghue had not left him.
You know, for once, Mrs. Tembe, I'd love to hear what you're about to say.
£400 every time I want to see my boy.
Oh, that's encouraging. Nothing about the quality of life he'll have, the open space, the clean air. Oh, no.
You dumped this on me today. Today. I'm burying my dad, Maddie.
Well, you did ask. What can I say? Those reviews I wrote paid off. They want me on the payroll. It's good news, not that you care.
I do care. I care about my boy. I care enough not to tear him away from his mates.
Look, don't make this awkward for Nathan.
Awkward? You're dragging him to Canada.
Civil war cast its inky wings across the galactic skies. The motherboard struck fast, stealing territories in great merciless gestures. The Imperial Fatherhood rattled its sabres in return.
And don't play the funeral card either. Father would agree with me on this one.
Of course. Well, he'd have been fine with having his kid shipped off to another country. But that's not how I play things. I look after my boy.
It's so selfish of you, Scott. You can't even congratulate me.
Herculon, stranded in the middle, considered the odds. Everything was stacked against him. It always was.
Here. It's a brain training thing. Melly's meant to have beaten it in 4 hours, but I'm sure you can do better.
I was reading.
Show Mummy you're smarter than your cousin, eh? Prove Auntie Susan wrong.
Yeah, mate, I just don't want you to think I won't be behind your
Jimmy,
back.
it doesn't matter.
Well, do not expect us to be sensitive to your feelings if you are not sensitive to us.
Right, look, so smoking is going to shave, a few years off my life. So what?
So what?
Yes. It's my life, my choice. Who said I want to live that long anyway?
Oh.
Your death wish has the potential to make one of us ill. It is immoral. You should know better.
Really?
Yes, really.
Right, let me get this straight. Your moral argument is that even though I find something intensely pleasurable, I should stop doing it because there's a small chance that it might hurt someone else. That's what you're saying, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, what's going on?
You don't want to know.
All right, well, in that case, I really look forward to you giving up all forms of motorised transport.
Yeah, and I'm out.
That is completely different.
No, it's not. It's exactly the same thing. You're going to tell me that no one's ever been hurt by a car or a train or a bus or a plane?
It does not compare. I do not have a car anyway.
And what about the food you buy? Is that not delivered by lorries? And if it's fumes you're worried about, you're going to tell me nothing in your life is reliant on fossil fuels, not your electricity or your gas or your precious heating?
You are being difficult. I do not expect anything different from...
Yes, I'm being difficult. And while we're on the subject of harm versus help, let's turn our attention to the church.
No. No, you do not attack the church to support your drug addiction.
I can do whatever I like, Mrs. Tembe. As long as I act within the confines of the law, you see the beauty of a society like ours. It means that I get to do what I like. I get to live my life, my liberty, and my tobacco.
Oh, monsieur.
Excuse me, sorry to interrupt. I'm going to leave now, Mrs. Tembe. I was just hoping you could make sure that Karen didn't take my forms out to the thing, because I think I'm pretty sure I'm in the lead. And...
If we're all ready, I'd like to swing by the GP on the way.
Why, you ill?
No, but I'll fly out in 2 weeks and you know how I get.
Sedatives. Brilliant. Don't you think it's just a bit stupid getting a job in another country when you're afraid of flying?
Hardly.
Right. Because it'll all be one way, won't it? You'll never fly back, will you? It'll be thousands of miles for me every time I want to see him.
Can you just keep it down for just 1 minute, can you?
Now's your chance.
Hello? Yes, Madeline Summers here. I was just wondering if I could pick up a prescription.
Good work.
Yeah, guys, I'm popping out for lunch. Does anyone need anything?
No, thanks.
So it sounds like I missed out on a full-blown fight between you and Mrs. Tembe. Please tell me someone filmed it.
No, it was nothing.
Well, if you go for round 2, I want ringside seats.
Oh, good seats are taken. You look poised, ready to attack. Okay.
Fine, Emma. Everything's fine.
There will be no half measures. If people want a pedestrianised high street, then they will be heard and answered. Local businesses, cafes, restaurants, they will all garner my full attention. And if the proposed parking solutions aren't up to muster, then back to the drawing board. Actually, I think I'm going to go and canvass some of those businesses right now. So, thank you for your time.
Madeline Summers, here to pick up a prescription?
Oh, yes, and Dr. Donahue wondered if you wouldn't mind waiting to have her blood pressure taken. Is that okay?
Of course.
Do you want to take a seat?
Herculon looked up from the crash site. It had to be Station M, home to the sadistic sciences of Lord Drainwave.
I don't think talent has skipped a generation with you. I think it leapt.
He said he was proud of me when I married you. He can't have been that smart.
We all have lapses in judgment. Heaven knows I did.
Oh, sorry.
Dr. Husky?
Hi.
In the prison-like confines of the station, Herculon felt time slipping away from him. Perhaps, once the ceremony was over, he would flee. Maybe that was the sacrifice that would bring peace to him.
Nathan, why have you dragged this along? Where's your game? I've got one of my articles somewhere if you wanted to read one of the...
to read this.
Why don't we pop outside, stretch your legs?
Scott, it's freezing. Do you care for him at all?
Miss Summers? Sorry for the wait. If you'd like to come through.
Thanks.
Come on, you.
Very hush-hush. I like it.
It's the best kept secret in the Midlands. Chips here will make you blush.
You're really enjoying yourself, aren't you?
It's all there. And more, if you stay the course.
I have to admit, I rather enjoy throwing a spanner in the works now and again. I feel like a phantomist.
They don't suspect you.
Even better than that. Me and Emma, well, she's her ear to the partners and, you know.
You dirty dog. Come on then. Let's hear it.
Sure. But lunch is on you.
You don't want to go to Canada, do you? The national sport's hockey. Hockey. On ice skates. It's hardly a man's sport. Try to make up for that by fighting all the time.
For goodness sake, look at his suit.
It's a bit of fun. I know you can't help being totally lifeless, but maybe today you might find something that'll cheer the lad up.
If you'd put just half of your affection for that stupid game into the family, we might.
Sorry, hi. Sorry to interrupt. I have a sneaking suspicion I didn't sign your prescription.
Okay.
Okay, well.
Thanks.
Good luck in Canada.
He's not going.
He is.
No, he isn't.
Yes, he is.
Hello. You don't know me, but I'm Valerie Pittman, and I'm on your side. I would like to help you, your staff, and in turn your customers get the very best. Hello. Frank.
Valerie.
Long way to come for fish and chips. Mind you, they do smell fantastic, may I?
knock yourself out.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Wow. Nothing like a naughty fish supper, is there? Oh, Mr. Lucas. Oh, well, this is special. Lovely to see you again. Oh, I fancy all of us being here in the same place. Great minds really do think alike, don't they? So, how are you? How have you been?
Very good. How are you?
Busy, as you can imagine, on the campaign trail. I trust I can count on both of your votes at the upcoming elections.
Yes, of course.
Oh, withheld number. I never answer those. I might have to stop and get myself some. I took a long lunch, and the one thing I didn't have time for was, well, lunch.
A book. Where is it? Where is it? I must have left it at the doctor's. We'll pick it up on the way back. I need to finish it. Now, stop it. You can't hide in your daydream world forever. But...
I don't normally say this, lad, but your mum's right. Head out the clouds, OK?
Nathan, do you copy?
Yes?
I'm trapped. They still have me in Drainwave's lair.
I thought so. What do I do? I'm running out of time.
Keep calm, old chum. I have a plan.
Uncle Tony still has the exact same hair he did at the wedding.
At least this time he won't make us dance to Hawkwind.
Well, you never know.
Not bad, though.
You managed better than I did. Always were light on your feet.
See? That's what I keep telling him. Footwork pays off. Where is he? Nathan? Nathan!
Now look what you've done.
Me?
Look, I'm outside, OK? There's no draft, there are no fumes. If you come any closer, you do so at your own risk.
These are for you. This cold will do you just as much harm as those. And this is for afterwards.
Thank you. What's that? No. No, thank you. No. If I was after your approval, I would sing you a hymn. You don't get to tell me where I can and cannot smoke. And the only thing stinking around here is your attitude.
Are you in?
This is insane.
No worse than the time we braved the dunes of Loon.
That was the seaside.
Is the book there?
Negative.
Blast. It must be in Drainwave's chamber.
I can't break in there.
You made a promise to an old friend.
Is there anything you want to talk about, Nathan? In the strictest confidence?
Just want the book.
I saw your parents arguing earlier, and I know divorce must be really hard.
I'm looking forward to it.
Really?
I like them when they aren't together. They're both happier.
But you still run away from them.
It's Cramps's funeral.
You don't want to go?
No, I do want to go, that's the whole point. But I want to finish my book first, so could I have it back, please?
You came back all this way for this?
Please. I have to finish it.
Hi, Karen. Can you put me through to Miss Summers? She was just in earlier. Hi, Miss Summers. This is Dr. Niamh Donoghue from the surgery. I'm just calling to let you know that Nathan is fine. He's here. He's safe. No, it's no problem. Well, I can drive him there myself if you like. Yep. Greenbank Crematorium. We'll see you soon. Bye. Okay, young man. I reckon you've got about 10-15 minutes before I find my car keys, so, you know, get cracking.
think about it. Could Gary conjure up scandal after scandal right under our noses?
Well, he couldn't, no.
Well, then.
But his inside man could.
Howard, this paranoia and suspicion will do far more damage than anything Mr. Lucas has up his sleeves.
Heston, there's an enemy within. Mark my words.
Who?
Well, Frank's the odd man out.
Oh, come on. He's been an absolute asset.
They used to work together. Frank and Gary.
Well, so did Valerie. Oh, you don't suspect Valerie?
Well, why not? She started off helping you, then she defected, didn't she?
She loves this place.
Well, the mole's hardly going to make a show of hating it, are they?
It is not her.
Well, whoever it is, it's someone, and I'm going to break them.
With all due respect, this is dangerous behavior, and I don't want any part of it.
Karen, let me know when Valerie gets back, please.
Okay, young man. Your time is up.
Finished.
Was it worth it?
Definitely.
Let's hope your parents think so. What's the appeal, anyway?
Herculeon's not human, but he wants to be. He tries to be what's best about us. He defends us, even though the rest of the universe hates mankind.
That stuff never goes out of fashion. When I was your age, it was all about Shira. She was amazing. She was much braver than I ever was, and she always fought for what she believed in, and, well, I suppose it's easier when you're a cartoon, isn't it? Come on.
Oh, I am sorry. I am so late. It's just it's very difficult to break off when you've got the rapt attention of passionate entrepreneurs. And then, you're never going to believe this, I was just on my way back and I was checking my voicemails and I've only gone and got a call from Midlands Focus. They want me to be on the telly, naturally.
I think Howard wants to word with you.
Well, I better find Heston, see if they've spoken to him as well.
I think he wants to chat to you about your surveys.
Oh, Karen, you can keep the hamper. Because I'm going to have to watch my figure now. I'm going to be in front of the cameras. Oh, I should probably get a hair appointment as well. Do you think I should be thinking Alex Jones or Fiona Bruce?
Got ketchup on your top.
Oh, oops. Thanks, Karen.
What on earth made you go back to the doctors? You're not poorly, are you?
Well, it seems he was on a quest for this.
That?
Nathan, you can't go through life hiding in some sort of fantasy world. It's just not healthy.
I wasn't hiding. I told Gramps I'd read it. He wanted to know what I made of it. I never got a chance to finish it. And I've let him down.
You've had that book for ages. You've had plenty of time.
Have I? Piano lessons, extra maths, extra English, cricket, football, rugby. And when I'm not doing them, Dad wants me to watch the match with him. And you want me to play Scrabble. It's not that I don't like it.
What?
You don't ask me what I want. Mum, I don't want to move to Canada. It's what you want and you should go for it. I'll visit. And Dad, I don't want to try out for the Picton Panthers. I want to write like Mum and Gramps. I sort of hate football. There. I've said it. Like Dr. Donahue said, heroes fight for what they believe in.
This was your idea?
No. No.
Mr. Bellamy, may I talk to you about Dr. Heskey and his attitude to the rest of the staff and his lack of respect for the health of the people around him?
Mrs. Tenby, I don't have time for this today. Can I suggest that you give him a wide berth and stop winding each other up? And please find something to do that can be a benefit of this practice.
Mr. Bellamy, but I would just
Thank you.
This is a little outside of your remit, don't you think?
It wasn't her, Mum.
I really think you need to listen to what your son has to say.
She's right. I thought I was doing what my dad didn't. He never came to football. I'd gone about it all the time, but all he wanted to do was sit in his study. I promised myself I'd never do that. I'd take my son to football every Sunday. I've treated you like a trophy, Nathan. I started off getting back at my old man and then getting back at my ex-wife. I'm sorry, son.
Mum?
Maybe we do need to work on a few things. A lot of things. I do really want what's best for you, you know, Nathan. We got something right, eh? Oh.
We should probably head in. It's a bit morbid, but you're welcome to stick around.
Thank you. Hang on. Your grandfather wrote this book.
It's his best one, I reckon. That's what I'll tell him.
Oh, well, here you go.
Thanks.
You're welcome. And live long and prosper.
Mission accomplished, kid. Here's to peace, at last.
Come in.
First of all, can I just say thank you so much for allowing me extra time at lunchtime. Any other day, that box would be twice as full of surveys. Absolutely. I don't know if you've heard, but Midlands Focus would like to interview me. And Heston, of course. But I don't want you to worry, because I am going to be sure to big up the mill with a proper shout-out. It's funny, though, because I ignored the call because I bumped into Frank and Gary while I was at...
Who?
Oh, I met Frank when I was in town.
With?
Gary Lucas. I don't think I've seen him since the PCT. It's always nice to see old faces, isn't it?
Well, thank you, Valerie. You can go. Dr. Christoph. Gotcha. It's a bit tricky, but I need to look at somebody's emails.
Why don't you just ask them?
Without them knowing.
Sorry, I'm looking for Karen Hollins.
Could look a little less gutted.
What makes you think I would go anywhere near this?
But I thought...
Yeah, you thought that I was an idiot.
I mean, people assume that their assumptions are, in fact, facts.
Did you forget that you were on TV?
Lauren's shocked to find